Hello everyone, bonjour tout le monde, welcome back to another video. My name is Victor Knox. I post a new video every Sunday about home decoration, renovation and daily life basically. We are in the process to buy a farmhouse to renovate, and my goal is to share this journey with you. So today we will talk about how we downsized the apartment first, why we did it and how we organized and all of this. And if you stay until the end of the video, you have like a little tour of this new flat before the big farmhouse. So first I wanted to talk to you about why we downsized basically in our process. Of course the reason is the cost, and we can't afford to have like a big flat in Annecy plus a countryside house, and on top of that a farmhouse that you have to renovate, and everyone knows that when you want to renovate you have a lot of money to put for the renovation. So that's the first point, and I think the main one. But also we wanted to simplify our life during this period of change. Our previous apartment was like really big. We had like 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms and a living room really big. So today we have like a small living room and just 2 bedrooms, so we have less bedrooms and just 1 bathroom, so easy to manage. It's also well located in Annecy, so it's a great deal. So we wanted to simplify this period of change. Also we wanted to save some money, of course, for the first days and months in the farmhouse, and start the process also, because it will be really difficult when we will have like the farmhouse to manage it. We were thinking at some point, if you have to manage the big flat plus the change, we have to move from the big flat at the same time that we have to move for the farmhouse, so everything will be really messy and too complicated. So we wanted to anticipate that phase. That's my first point for you. If you have to do the same process, you have to anticipate, because it's really easy to do it like this. So yeah, basically it was to have more complication at the beginning, but to simplify in the future the whole of the process and to have like a smoother transition to the farmhouse. So that's our goal. Also, another point, we wanted to organize all of our stuff, because we knew at the beginning of the process that we will have to change our flat in Annecy at some point. So that was the first part on the why we wanted to change, but also I wanted to explain you like the process and how we organized. So basically we had to sort all of the things that we want to donate, the things that we want to trash. We needed to do a really good decluttering of everything, because it was really important, and we need all of our stuff needed for the farmhouse and for Annecy. So for Annecy we kept all of the simple furniture, basic furniture, basically just things that you need for eat, drink and sleep, and just have a small life, and easy to manage on Annecy. But the issue was we have a lot of stuff. I love all of the plants, I love all of this stuff, so you have always like tools and everything, so it's a lot. So we needed to manage this at the first step. So we kept only the thing useful for Annecy, but also to enjoy the life of Annecy, because we needed to anticipate that part. For example, we have like an inflatable kayak to go to the lake or things like that. We needed to manage to split the things like this, how we live in Annecy and how we will live in the farmhouse, because it will be really different, the way of life. Of course, here it's a city life, but also we have a lot of sports that we can do. So kayak, you can go to ski resorts, so you have a lot of things to do, and we needed to anticipate all of this. Also I have my book club in Annecy, so I kept all of my books in Annecy. You don't see them, but they're here. Basically you need to think of all of that and how you live in the city, which is quite difficult. So you saw on the previous videos that we were like doing during multiple weeks all of this sorting and the different rooms. We had like a room for the countryside, a room for Annecy, and we were just living and saying, oh, but we are using this like in Annecy, and this stuff we don't use it at all. We could put it in the countryside, in the farmhouse. And same for all of the Christmas stuff. I was like, I love Christmas decoration. I want to buy every year more and more decorations. Sorry, Hamish, I know you don't want that I buy a lot of stuff, but Christmas for me is like a special event during the year. I love it so much. So we needed also to anticipate that, and I was struggling because I know it's not an issue, of course, but it's like you're struggling for like not important stuff, but it's fine. So I was like, gosh, but I love Christmas, so how I will manage, like, because I will want to have like Christmas in Annecy but also in the countryside. I was like, yeah, but we don't have the possibility basically to keep all of the stuff. I split it and I said, okay, we will have like basic Christmas decoration for Annecy and the big decorations for the farmhouse, which makes sense because I will be living like 4 days, I think, in the farmhouse and 3 days in Annecy in the future. So you know, you have also to anticipate this small stuff, and it's like spring now and we are not thinking at all at Christmas, but when you need to sort all of your stuff, you have to think about it. So now you understood like our method on how we managed to do it. You also need to know basically how we did it, because we don't have the farmhouse and we have the new flat, the small one. So what we did, and the first steps were we need to rent like a local storage to put all of our stuff. You remember we had like big leather sofas, a big dining table. All of this has to go to the farmhouse because there is no space in here. And we kept, and that's the funny part, we kept like the furniture, you know, for the outside, for the terrace, as a sofa for the new flat. So you can imagine how small is the new flat, of course. But so we were thinking about the storage solution, and we needed like a local storage to put all of the stuff during the few coming months that we will have to wait before we have the farmhouse. So that's the thing. And if I can give you a tip, if you have to do this, because you'll have to wait like quite few weeks, a month, and you don't remember where are the stuff, you need to label everything. You need to put things in the box, or you know, the big box, and label, because it's really important, or you're not gonna remember the things. And also the fragile things, because if you don't remember, you will break it at some point. So really important for you. And we managed to do that, to label the more things as we can. And we are just concerned about the local storage, you know, for the humidity and all of this stuff, so you need to anticipate that. We didn't anticipate that much, that part, and we are just a bit scared of how we will have our leather sofa basically, but we don't have to think about that now, and we'll see in the future how it is basically. That was our solution, to store everything and to be sure we have also our stuff at the same place. Because also another thing that we were anticipating is like you have to manage one move from the big flat to the small flat, and we will have to manage a second one from the local storage to the house. And we were like, if we have all of our stuff in the same flat, it will be really messy, double of move at the same time. So that's why we split it. Also, it means that the next time that we will have to move for the farmhouse, we just need to rent like a big truck, I don't know, and put in front of the local storage, put everything inside and go. So you don't have to manage stairs, flat, to ask a lot of people to come. It's just you put all of the stuff in the truck and you go. Now let's talk about this change of life, how we proceeded, because it's a lot of change. And for now, um, what I can say to you is I was really stressed about downsizing, because we had a lot of space. The living room was massive. We had like a big flat, and I was like, this one is really small. We don't have enough space for more than 4 people inside the living room, so it's like it's really small. And I was so scared, like where we will put all of our stuff and how it's gonna be when we will be living inside. I don't want to have like something really small. It's like, and I was scared also because we were like projecting to have like just the flat, because for now we don't have the farmhouse. So we were like saying like, oh, but we are losing our quality life and all of this stuff. And we had to reassure ourselves, saying like, yeah, but guys, in 2 months you'll have like, or 3 months you'll have a farmhouse. So that's why you're doing it. So it's not like you're losing in your quality life. So it was a difficult part to manage, but now it's fine. We did the move, and in the end I'm really happy. I'm really surprised, because I was like, okay, it's gonna be so strange, but in fact no, it's not, because we were more in the city center, and now we are a bit more outside, and it's really a quiet area, so it's really calm. We just hear the birds basically, so it's so great to hear just the birds, the calm. It's really quiet. So it's the first step for me for the farmhouse. So perfect. We have less space, yes, but we also have just what's matter. So it's more efficient, more practical in a way, because you have to trash a lot of things and say we need to keep the things that we need. And so it's like, like when you're doing cleaning and you're like cleaning your ideas, it's like the same for me in the apartment. So was so great to have this change. In the end, I'm really happy with that, and of course I look forward to have the farmhouse and to start the renovation and all of this process. I'll show you at the end of the video like the little tour of this new small flat, and you'll hear the birds, you'll see it's really a nice area. Outside it's like 3 streets with just like a big old house. It's like was like more, I think, in a posh area in the old days, but today they changed these houses and it's always like flats inside. So we are not living in a house like this, but we are living in a building like with flats. But it's really a nice area, calm, and just you take the bike and in 10 minutes we are in the city center or the lake. That's great. Basically that's really great. We are just losing a bit of the localization, okay, but it's fine. We will be living here just 3 days per week. So, and also we were saying if the localization at some point it's an issue, we will change again, because it's gonna be like a small flat to move, so quite easy to manage, as we will have the farmhouse. So if in 1 or 2 years we want to change and be more in the city center, a modern flat, I don't know, we'll see. But for now I'm thinking it's really a great idea, this flat. I really love it, so we'll see in the future. And now I'll give you like a quick look of the apartment. You'll see it's not finished. We still have some boxes to handle. We are still trying to figure it out how to organize the things and how to sort all of our stuff. So it's not finished, but we just make it cozy and simple, because as I was saying, we will not be living the full time here, so we don't have to waste a lot of time and money and effort on this flat. We just have to keep it simple, basically. Yeah, let me know a comment below to let us know if you will have done the same things as us, and if you like the if you like the new small flat or if you prefer the old one. don't say too much for the old one. No, it's a nice one for the small one. When we decided to downsize, it wasn't just about the space, it was about clarity, simplicity, and preparing for a new chapter. We now have only 2 bedrooms, one for us and one as a flexible space for Constance, as you can see here. And this is our bedroom. Quite small but quite efficient. This is our living room now. It's small, maybe a fifth of what we had before, but it's enough. Enough to sit, to read, and to have a tea. We also wanted a place that would feel calm and warm. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and I see you on next Sunday.